25p.
You've got to be optimistic that anything can happen, but like, just keep your eye on the prize.
Nice cheap buy and anyone can afford it, really friendly tables, great opportunity, really recommend anyone who's thinking of giving it a go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the champion of the Goliath 2017, Elliot Maurice. Please join us in 2018 because it is going to be spectacular.
Qualified for the last 2 years running on grosvenorcasinos.com from the 25p spin up last year. Finished 44th for £1,500. I'm in it again now this year for 25p.
You've got to be optimistic that anything can happen, but like, just keep your eye on the prize.
Nice cheap buy and anyone can afford it, really friendly tables, great opportunity, really recommend anyone who's thinking of giving it a go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the champion of the Goliath 2017, Elliot Maurice. Please join us in 2018 because it is going to be spectacular.
Qualified for the last 2 years running on grosvenorcasinos.com from the 25p spin up last year. Finished 44th for £1,500. I'm in it again now this year for 25p.
You've got to be optimistic that anything can happen, but like, just keep your eye on the prize.
cheap buy and anyone can afford it. Really friendly tables, great opportunity. Really recommend anyone just thinking of giving it a go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the champion of the Goliath 2017, Elliot Maurice. Please join us in 2018 because it is going to be spectacular.
Qualified for the last 2 years running on GrosvenorCasinos.com from a 25p spin up last year. Finished 44th for £1,500. I'm in it again now this year for 25p.
You've got to be optimistic that anything can happen, but like, just keep your eye on the prize.
Nice cheap buy and anyone can afford it. Really friendly tables, great opportunity. Really recommend anyone just thinking of giving it a go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the champion of the Goliath 2017, Elliot Maurice. Please join us in 2018 because it is going to be spectacular.
Qualified for the last 2 years running on GrosvenorCasinos.com from a 25p spin up last year. Finished 44th for £1,500. I'm in it again now this year for 25p.
You've got to be optimistic that anything can happen, but like, just keep your eye on the prize.
We take a seat to film and commence in 3 minutes for the players remaining in the main event. Please take a seat.
It's just jumped. 1 for 8 to 9. 9 for 8 to 10 there. Just cancel it. Just made it off. No, I just put 1 card and then jump 2. Oh, yeah, no, remove 1 and jump 2. Need to register it again then. I'm writing a report to Andy, officially to Andy. Says, you've seen it, I put 1 down and jump.
For all the players still remaining in the 200-pound side event, 3 minutes left towards the result of the tournament.
That's 25. Yeah. Use direct my left.
For all the players still remaining in the main event, the tournament will restart in 1 minute. For all the players still remaining in the main event, the tournament will restart in 1 minute.
Okay guys, I need you to check with me please.
Yep. So, welcome back everybody. If you need to have a refresh, because we've had to start the YouTube video again because it's only runs for 12 hours. Brad just said it's not working. Yes, it is. Let me send it to you. Ah, it's great having his number. I can send him little videos. It's on.
So last 2 levels of the day, well, last 2 levels, more like last level and 2/3. Already played 20 minutes of level 19 before the bubble burst. So we've got an hour and 40 minutes left to play today, and should be finishing up around 1:15 this morning. And then we'll be back from 12:30 tomorrow.
Well,
playing
2 hours
down
from
to
now,
winner.
makes it 1:25. So
Yeah, but you got to take the 20 minutes off of.
Oh
level 9,
yeah.
yeah.
Hey, you're right.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that's why we pay you the top dollar. So the last 2 levels, or the level and 20 minutes. Let's do it again.
So we've got a new featured table. I'll quickly run you through who we've got. In seat 1, Richard Hasnip. You would have seen him in the last hand on the bubble. He was the player holding the ace king. Seat 2, Paul Bampton. Seat 3, Jonathan Long. Seat 4, Gerald Crone. Seat 5, Gavin Manley. Seat 6, Robert Malley. And seat 7, we've got Konrad Zalewski. .23 players left. 2 tables of 8 and a table of 7. This is the 7-handed table.
Race 25,000.
So the final 2 levels, 23 as we are now.
Yeah, what you usually see after the bubble as well,
Yeah.
because it's been so long since I bust out, and for about 2 hours. We lost only a few players.
Yeah.
Stacks would have completed, and there's going to be a lot of players out there now with around 10 big blind stacks, and they'll be happy to get it in light because they've locked up their min cash now and they want to be going for a quick double to put themselves in contention to win this.
Yep. Yep. Diara Kadir was 25th. He was the guy that put us on the bubble. And then Fivo was the bubble boy. So everybody's in the money. Well done, one and all. So what was the team talk with Sam at the break?
I just went over, had a chat with him. He seems very confident. It seems like he feels he can win it. He's playing really well. I had a little look at his stack as well. Seemed like he chipped up a bit, so which was good. Yeah, just had a little chat. Players on his table.
Yeah.
But it's always nice to see a friend run deep in one of these tournaments.
It is.
One of the people that you play with a lot.
We're not seeing Gerald Crone all week, and he is chip leader. Well,
Yeah,
second in chips, Richard in seat 1 is chip leader.
This is Gerald's first appearance on the feature all weekend. And he's taken till 11:30 on a Saturday night to get on here, but I think if you would have offered him that at the start of the tournament, he would have bit your arm off.
Yep.
Says the chip counts, Richard the chip leader on the table with 521k. Saw Richard on the featured earlier actually, played really well, saw him make a really disciplined lay down with the second nut flush on the river against Ben Windsor when he rivered the still wheel. So we've got a 7-handed table here.
Lay down.
So Paul was all in for his last 11 big blinds. Sorry, blinds of 4-8 still. So it's actually 14 big blinds with the ace queen in the cut-off. Gerald gets out of the way as expected, and so does Gavin. So the ace queen picks up the pot. Still playing 4k, 8k.
First person over 500,000 is Richard.
Yeah.
Richard Asnip, who took out Bubble Boy. He was that man.
Gents, any ice cream over here? Sorry to interrupt.
Ice cream's coming out again. Tell you, the players get well treated around here. The ice creams are out again. No thanks, I've had enough. I've only had 4. No, I haven't. I had 1. Every 10 minutes.
Every 10 minutes. Foley round to Gerald on the button with the ace-3 of clubs, coming in for an open. He's raised it up to 3.5x here with the ace-3 of clubs, and he's actually got a quarter in Robert out of the big. Both players flop in a gut shot. Now Robert elects to lead out the big blind with the gutter ball. Jack on the turn. Quick check from Robert. Gerald checks behind. And the Queen of Spades on the river. Now,
will it make a difference to Robert who wants to, will he try and nick it?
Yeah, he's tried to nick it. It's going to work on this occasion, but if Gerald had any of that, this bluff doesn't really work because he might even call here with ace high getting this price. It don't really make much sense unless he's going for like super in value with a 6, but you can't really get called by a worse hand with 6x. There's not really any Jack X or Queen X in his range that he donk leads the flop with. So, and all sets and 2 pairs you expect to continue on the turn, so this line just makes absolutely no sense. And that is why
call with ace
Gerald has called with ace high, and he's going to see that he's made a good call there.
Yep.
Yeah,
good call with ace high.
That's the thing, when you are running bluffs, you've got to be able to credibly rep value hands as well, and you need to take that into account because the better players will break the hand down and you will get looked up. And vice versa as well, when you're betting for value, you've got to credibly think of some bluffs you can have as well in that spot.
So we're in the money. Well done, one and all. Looking at £1,100.
Folded to Gavin on the button, and he's got Jack 10 of clubs. So we're going to see him open. Raised to 18k. Conrad in the big with the ace-4 makes the call. Conrad had over 500k when he left the featured about 45 minutes ago, so obviously lost a big pot on one of the outer tables that we didn't see. And Jack 10 flops middle player and the gutty. Good turn card that for the Jack 10, makes it less likely Conrad can have a queen. So now he's going to start betting, and we'll see Conrad get out of the way with ace high here. Not much going for him on this board. He's only got 191k as well, 25 or 24 big blind stack. But he hasn't insta-folded. Out of position here, we're never going to see him call with ace high, so he's in the tank thinking about raising here. But as expected, he just lets that one go. A lot better time to wait for a spot.
We had player down on table number 2.
It's opening now a 1-2 yellow cash game, 4-5-6 cards, £40 minimum, 400 maximum for whoever is interested.
Cash table's opening.
To the card room. Thank you.
Side events. I think it's on the final table, isn't it?
Yep, it was on the final table.
Baron and Sugar's on the final table. I don't know how many places they are paying.
They have 36 runners, so my guess would be 5. And the other thing, on the break there, walking into the casino, it's lively Saturday night.
You are not kidding.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
oh, it's a lively Saturday night here in Reading.
It is. It's a good job we're in the show bar. First out in the money was Tim Wright.
Tim's gone.
Tim has gone. Well done, Tim.
Yeah, good run, Tim.
My pick for the final table is still in. Seat 3. Jonathan Wong.
Okay. I think both my picks are still in. Well, I had one pick and then one who I'd like to see win.
So we are balancing the tables. We are balancing the tables. Why are we balancing the tables and taking a player off when we've only got 7 seated? It must be 7, 6, 7. I don't understand why we're taking it. Have we got somebody in seat 9?
No one in seat 9. So there's 6 on this table. So
What?
there's got to be at least 7 on both the other tables. So that might mean that
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, if there's 6 on this table, it would mean that there
Yeah.
could have been three bust outs on the other table. 6, 7, and 7 is 20.
But then it could be 7, 7, 6. So it makes no difference where the 7 is or the 6 is.
Yeah, but the fact they've just balanced this table and taken one from the 7 here.
That leaves us with 6.
Yeah.
So the other 2 tables can only have 7.
It's very true.
Okay.
See if we can find out on that one for you.
Because nobody's in seats 8 and 9, are they?
Yeah, no one's in seat 8 and 9. So there's 6 on this table.
Unless we've got 3 tables of 6. But then you'd have 2 tables of 9.
Yeah, there is a scenario in which it could have happened if we had this table of 7, another table of 7, and a table of 8, and the table of 8 had
Or a table of 5.
3 bust outs, and then it went down to a table of 5. That's a scenario in which it would have happened. So I'm guessing the fact that the table has been balanced,
Yeah.
that is what has happened.
It was the first big blind available on a 7, 7, 5 scenario.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, work that one out.
We got there in the end.
We got there in the end.
So hopefully we'll be able to get the names of the bust outs from the other table for you as soon as possible.
Barry Cobb, 22nd.
Last year's runner-up.
Last year's runner-up, 22nd, and 21st is Andrea de Gioffi. So we reckon there's 19.
Yep. So
That's what we reckon. Obviously, when everybody comes to the table and fills it up, we'll definitely know there's 18.
yeah, of course, that's a nice easy one. But definitely 19 at the moment.
So we'll
get
just
some-
we'll just concentrate on the feature. We think there's 19 left. So Gerald Corone, if you just joined us, a lot of new faces on our table because we've not seen many of these over the last 3 days. Richard Hasnip in seat number 1. Paul Bampton has just gone to balance the tables. Jonathan Wong is in seat number 3. Gerald Crone is in seat number 4. Gavin the Hat Manley is in seat number 5. Robert Mall is in 6. And Konrad Zalewski is in 7. So there we go. We are on 19 as we've worked out.
And we're going to pick the action up here on the flop as well. So there's a raise from Richard pre-flop with the ace-8. Gerald just called with the ace-queen in the big blind. That's a great card for Richard. Reason being, I know he's still behind. Yeah, because when you look at the range of hands that you think Gerald would raise on this this flop, for value, it's 2 pair bluffs, and then bluffs he has lots of spades, and then hands like Jack 10 as well. You can incorporate in there the double gutters, and the fact that spades just come on the turn. I expect if he does barrel the river, I believe Richard is good enough to get away from this. But no, he just checks. An insta check from Richard. Great check back. Really good check back there from Richard. Understood the dynamics of the hand. And knew that he could never really get caught by worse there. And the raise on the flop. The spade bluff's got there, and the Jack 10. The other credible bluff, the double gutter. Missed, so he wouldn't have got a call from that anyway. So lost the minimum there, Richard. Played it really well. Cooler flop.
Paul Bampton, who's just moved tables, has just stood up, shouted player down, and Gavin the Hat Manley has just said unlucky. So Paul Bampton, who moved to table 2, seat 5, it's the worst table move possible.
Yeah.
He's just been eliminated in 19th place for £1,200.
So that can only mean one thing.
Indeedy, table 3 will be splitting. It was Sam Harwood who was in 20th. Sam was on our features. Quite short, wasn't he, Sam, in the whole session? So, in a couple of minutes' time, you'll see the table filling up because we'll be down to 18, or we are down to 18 right now, but they've got to get it here. Yanis is in the top of the tables, right in the top left-hand corner, telling everybody where you're now sitting. You can. Graham Pound still in as he sits there. And there he is. So Wiggy and Graham Pound, best of mates, are still in. As we continue, we are down to 18 players. So in the money, Tim Wright, Barry Cobb, Andre Joffe, and then a slight increase for Sam Harwood and Paul Bampton. We are down to 18. Incoming in seat number 2, Alex. How many back for tomorrow? 13, says Brad. Is it going to be more or less than 13? That's a good count, actually. It might be bob on. It might be bob on. Let's go for more, shall we? Let's go 14. How's that?
I have the I have the unders.
Okay.
I'm going to go optimistic.
Kings for Michael, 106,000. There's one move. Boom, he says I'm all in for 15 bigs. Nobody wants to tangle. Nobody's got the hand to do it. Everybody's folding in turn.
Hold on.
Oh, hold on, the big
Hold on.
blind's asked for the count.
Got a call, unfortunately, for Conrad here.
He has, yeah, you're right.
He's got a call, a 12 big blind shove.
Yeah. Conrad sees the bad news.
13 big blind shove. Sorry. And he's going to get the bad news. And he's drawing to 2 outs. But Michael, on his way to a well-needed double up. Some runners here for the pocket nines. Any 7, any 10, any queen. Gives him a backdoor possibility, but a deuce, and now it's just one of the 2 remaining 9s in the deck. Otherwise, Kings will be getting the double up, and it's a 7 on the river. So that's going to leave Conrad short now. It's pretty much the old switcheroo there. Conrad now around the 10 big blind mark, and Michael the double up.
Always nice to get a double up at this stage
Yeah,
of the
it's
game.
great. Is that Martin Holmes in seat 9?
It is indeed. And Alex Gullabev's in seat 2. In seat 1, Richard Hasnip, Jonathan Wong, Gerald Crone, Gavin Manley, Robert Mall, Conrad Zalewski.
Do you think Alex is cold?
Hey, yeah, he's had that on quite a while, hasn't he?
Yeah. It looks like one of them nice, like, when you feel it.
Yes.
Like velvety, yeah.
Michael Rolt in 8, and in 9 is our friend and GUKPT regular for 10 years, Martin Holmes. Thirteen bigs is short stack is Conrad.
Quick dealer change.
Here's Louis.
Yeah, young Louis. He's always one of my favourite dealers on the tour, though.
Oh, Louis.
Yeah, he used to get me out of some spots.
Yeah. If there's a dealer and your hand you remember, and you'd remember the dealer as well.
Oh no, why have I checked raised bluff this turn? Oh, cheers, Louis. Put the nuts for me on the river.
For 1-2-15, for whoever is interested, please come to the table.
You always remember the crucial hands and who don't. My worst dealer, I don't actually know her name, but the one in Leeds that just, I was one of the chip leaders and just screwed me over in one orbit. And then there was a hand just before I busted. I had like 400k and someone decided to rip 20 bigs in with Jack 7 in the small blind after I opened Ace King, and I flat it. I call, obviously. It comes King 4-3, Rainbow 5-6. And then that same deal, my last of my chips, I ran into boat over boat. If I saw her, I'd be able to tell you who it is. I'd never forget her. Yeah, ever. So back to the action. Conrad on the button, King 10 of hearts here. He's got 13 big blinds, and Martin in the big blind with the A7 of hearts. Conrad an aggressive player. I think Martin's going to be calling here. 13 bigs, button shove. A7 of hearts way ahead of most of Conrad's range. Do have the possibility to have some of it dominated as well, and as expected, Martin knows he's got a call here, and he does. So it's the A7 of Martin against the King 10 of Conrad. So Conrad at risk, gonna need to find a king or a 10. Hearts no good, otherwise we will be losing to him from the tournament.
Martin built his stack up very well, hasn't he?
Yeah.
On the outer tables.
Yeah, he's every time he's been in the feature,
There's
he's been
the
pretty
10.
short. Yeah, there's a 10. So Conrad on his way to a double up. Just needs to avoid an ace now. A deuce on the turn, so nothing changes. Just the 3 aces remain in the deck. Otherwise, it will be a double up for Conrad. And it's a queen. And there we go.
Pretty standard button push for King 10.
Yeah, I can't say it enough as well. Like with hands like that on the button, and you've got 13 big, some players might not jam them because they're scared of someone waking up with a hand in the blinds. But the thing is, you've also got to take into account when you are called the equity you're going to have against that hand. Just because you're called by a better hand, you've still got equity to get there.
Yeah.
So when you take all them factors into the account, the fold equity you have pre-flop, the hand you actually have, and then the chance when you are behind to actually get there, it makes the King 10 a standard jam there on the button.
Raise 17.
Short stack around the room is Aaron Biggs. Flop of Queen 4-5 after initial raise from Gavin and a call from Richard. Pre. Ace 9 for Gav. I think he's just going to carry on this board, isn't he? Yeah, bets 15,000.
Yeah, Richard not going anywhere with a gut shot here. The 8-6 getting this price 4-1.
Yep, raise to 50.
You can tell Richard's very clued up on his game theory from what I've seen over the few last couple of days at the feature table. Choosing a good hand to check raise bluff here on the flop. Good hand selection. Would have maybe preferred it a bit more if that 4 was a heart instead of a diamond. Because we can't obviously just check raise all our gut shots all the time out of the big blind on the flop after a C bet. It's all about frequency that you do it. So fold around to Conrad in the hijack, fresh off his doubler. Opens Queen 10 to 16k. Alex in the big blind is going to defend the 10-9. He's going heads up to the flop. Flop of Jack 4-5, 2 clubs.
You're driving home. As many as you want. 14.
Continuation bet from Conrad, and it's going to get the job done against the 10-9 of Alex here.
Raise to 17.
Oh my god.
Two. Raise to 16. Raise to 55.
Aces for Alex. Not seen the boots for a while. Well, all the aces are out because we've had a raise by Conrad. We've had a 3-bet by Richard with ace jack suited, and Alex with the boots in seat number 2 with a stack of 287. Is he going to call? He just calls.
I love this. Love this.
I love that call. It could easily bring in, that could easily bring in Conrad. No.
Conrad's gonna get out of the
Get
way.
out of the way. So the 3-bet is just a call from the aces. We're not coming ace high. If there is, there's going to be
Yeah.
stewards.
Could come jack high though.
If it comes jack high, we're having carnage. It's a king, 3, 8, 2 diamonds. The ace 4 diamonds folded.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Check.
Nine of spades on the turn after it's checked.
Check.
That'll be a bet coming in sometime from the aces.
Oh, Richard's just got a sixth sense here. He just feels like
40.
Alex is really strong. Well, after an early position open and then a free bet and then just flatten the free bet, you expect Alex to pass hands like ace jack. So he's got hands like ace queen suited here, ace king. He's got strong hands like aces and kings, and then he's got a lot of hands like eights, nines, tens. So Richard understands that and just gets out of the way. Adam says, oi oi, come on the hat.
Go on the hat. Where is the hat?
Right here?
Yeah, it's in Amsterdam.
Yeah, Amsterdam.
So blinds up. Blinds up next hand, 5,000, 10,000, and one more level to play. What could happen is we get down to 10 and carry on to extra time.
Yeah,
yes, that's feasible.
That's not impossible.
I'm not sure we're going to get rid of 8 players in one level, but you never know with this game.
The blind's up now.
We don't mind doing overtime for nothing. Get it in. Get us down for 2 hours. Going to do overtime, Tower? Yeah, get me in.
Why don't we just do the final tonight?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Let's
why
crack
not?
on.
Let's just do it. So now Martin with the aces under the gun plus
Right,
3. So aces being passed around.
So this is the last hand at 4,000, 8,000, so it raises to 18.
For whoever is interested, please come to the table. Thank you.
That sounds like a football song.
And Martin, a little smile on his face there. No action with the aces. So we're into the final hour of the day.
We are indeed. Final level.
Still 17 left.
Who did we lose on the hour table?
Well, it looks like there's a seat, or is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
You've got
8.
better eyes than me.
Yeah, I can only count 8 on the outer table, so
Okay.
I think we've lost one. Oh no, I don't think we have actually. Behind Joe, I actually see someone sitting there. There we go. Yeah, there's someone there as well. So no, still 18. My mistake.
The blinds are up. 5 time raise.
So blinds 5,000, 10,000. Even though we've just remembered 3/4 of the way through. Go on, Louis. King, King, Jack is the flop.
Bet 50. Call.
Robert just calls there. I wouldn't mind seeing him just rip it in there with a queen 10. We've got queen and a 10, so we block plausible king combos, king queen, and king 10. And the other thing as well, we've got equity to get there with any ace, any 9, and we've probably got heaps of fold equity as well. So would have been nice to see the jam on the flop, but he takes it down on the turn anyway, so that's no problem. So blinds are actually up. They are now 5k, 10k. We're running ante of 1,000.
Raised to 25.
So now the queens for Michael.
Go on then, we'll have some queens.
Under the gun.
The ladies raising to 25 with the blinds at 5-10.
Eight-five of hearts for Conrad in the big. Gonna defend. So heads up to the flop. Well, that's action.
That's action with top set. Flush draw.
Straight draw as well.
Course
He's also
shot.
got the gutter ball.
Well, there we go.
Gutter ball to go with a flush draw.
Back 30.
Michael continues for 30k. It's quite a large bet. It's a kind of a wet board, but it's about half pot.
Well, it's going to work because I can't see Conrad.
Yeah,
I can't
Conrad's-
see Conrad folding once he's defending the 8-5 of hearts.
Raise all in.
Wow, the triangle. He's gone all in, and the top set snap call.
Little grimace on the face of Michael there. He's loving life when Conrad's jammed into him and he's got top set. But this is the one hand he probably doesn't want to be up against.
And Michael is at risk out of the two guys. The top set is at risk.
Yeah, one of the hands you just don't want to be up against here when you've got top set. Lots of equity still.
Oh, here we go. That's it. How to kill an hand in one fair swoop. We'll just turn quads.
Yeah, was lots of equity, but that's just beat the plenish
Oh,
to 0. And there's the rub on the river as well. Even gave Conrad the heart. So either way, even if Conrad just flatted on that flop, after Michael makes quads on the turn, he's always checking it back.
Yeah.
Reason being, it's hard for Conrad to continue. We've got both queens in our hand. You don't expect to have 9s or 7s. So either way, Conrad was always going to double Michael up that hand. Just unfortunate.
And down to 3 bigs is Conrad. Down to 3 big blinds. We've seen quads twice now. Quad aces, quad queens. There's not a bad beat jackpot or anything like that, or a quads jackpot.
Raised to 220.
Raised to 20,000 from Alex with Jack Queen suited. Folding all the way around. The buttons having none of it. The big small blinds having none of it. And the raise is good enough. So the final level of the day.
Raise 22.
Gerald in seat 4 raises to 22k. Fold it all the way round to Martin in the big. 10-9 suited here. Got 16 big blinds.
Call.
Just make the call. Perfectly flying. See a flop with his hand, getting a great price. And that's going to be the end of the hand though.
Check.
It is.
Here you go, check, bet, fold.
Bet 27.
As it does. And Martin just gets out of the way. So there's the stacks. Conrad just with 2 big blinds now.
We lost Aaron Biggs in seat number 2 on table number 2, who's out in 18th. Well done, Aaron.
So now there's 17 left.
Now it's 17.
There we go.
Yep. Excuse me.
Raise 20. 2 more. Raise. Call all in. Good answer.
So we've got all in here.
Who's that? Who's that, man? Who's that?
So Conrad with the Queen 4 getting his last 2 big blinds in. Richard with 9-7 hearts. Conrad actually in front here. Looking for a triple up with 60k in the pot.
Queen 4 hits.
Yeah, good flop for Conrad. No
We
runners.
have a chance of doubling up.
Just a 9 or a 7. Still just a 9 or a 7. Otherwise, Conrad will be doubling up. Turn his 2 bigs into 6 bigs. And there's a queen on the river. Makes 2 pair. Means there's 2 pair, but takes the pot. So up to 60k now, Conrad. So not by no means out yet. One more double up. And he's back in contention.
Excuse me. It's got to be an Uncle Joe's.
Uncle Joe's. Try an Uncle Joe's. Thank you.
Uncle Joe's?
Raise 22.
So I've raised from Gavin under the gun +2. Michael here won't be thinking about just flattening the ace-9 here in the cut-off against an early position open. And he has 3-bet. Got the ace blocker. And he's done it. He's chose a great spot there as well. I've just seen Gavin's stack size. Michael, I'm sure, picked up on this. free betting and getting that stack size there, it puts Martin in a really tough spot because he's only got two options. It's either fold or rip. Can't just flat there because of the size of the pot and the size of his stack. That would be after the flop. It's all about looking at these opportunities and understanding opponent stack sizes, and when they do open, there's certain stack sizes you can free bet against that are sort of capped to 4-bet jam or fold.
Raise 25.
I do not understand Ash's joke one bit.
Because it rhymes, I suppose.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey up, here we go. Off to the races.
Yeah, Robert.
Well, that's what I'm guessing.
I'm surprised Robert hasn't actually just open ripped the ace queen with 15 bigs here under the gun +2.
Raise to 60.
And now Richard
Raise to 60.
raises up. Alex going to get out of the way in the small. And here comes the jam from Robert in seat 6.
Yep, there's an all in, there's a call.
Showdown, please.
We're off to the races yet again.
Robert Mall. Robert Mail, sorry, apologise. Sorry, Robert. Robert Mail, M-A-I-L-E, Mail. 17 left. Needs to hit to survive. Jack 5, Jack is no good at the moment.
Yeah.
Winning an ace or a queen or a king or a 10.
Nah, king's no good because it
No,
gives you
it will
both
fill him up
opportunities.
anyway,
Yeah,
no
so
difference.
it's a great flop for the 10s because it means the ace queen has no runners.
Yeah.
So just draw into an ace or a queen.
Ace or a queen only.
It's a 9.
9. That's no good, but a great effort. Well done, Robert. Passes all his chips over the table, and he's off to collect. Well done, that man. 17th place gets £1,350. We're down to 16. 2 tables of 8. Martin Holmes, 142,000. 14 bigs.
Pocket 8s, hijack.
Snap. I'm all in. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Richard's
no.
going to knock 2 out in 2 fair swoops here by the looks of this.
Raise all in.
Raise all in. Gets rid of everybody else. Martin Holmes.
Showdown, please.
So Martin's going to need to find an 8, otherwise he will be busting. And the funniest thing about this as well, Conrad, who had 2 big blinds about 10 minutes ago, he's actually going to get a ladder here if Martin busts. So Martin going to need to find an 8, and only an 8 because his flushes are blocked by the kings. But he does have runner opportunities here. 7 or a 9 gives him a straight draw, or an 8 the direct out. So it's a queen on the turn, so just an 8 and only an 8. Otherwise we are going to lose Martin Holmes in 16th place, and it's a deuce.
Good effort, Martin.
Yeah, great run, Martin. Always usually plays this really main event.
So 2 in 2 hands.
Yeah, So Richard now up to 681k.
Now we're on 50. Table of 7 on our feature. We have 7 on our feature, and we have 8 on the outer table. So we've got 15 players. So there's a slight pay jump to 1450 for 15th.
So we've got 40 minutes left. You never know, we might make the 10 and be doing the overtime for the final table.
No, no, no. We're on 15. It's going to stay at 15. That's right. Brad's 13 looks good, he says. He does. We're on 15.
Raise 20.
Yes, we'll have one last cup of tea for end of night.
One last cup of tea.
That
Peter?
sounds good. One last cuppa. How many chips has Sam Goodman got? I don't actually know. 450.
Average is actually really short.
No, it's extremely.
Average is like
Take your hand.
Well, Sam's come to the feature. So we're now 8-handed. Okay. £1,450 for 15th. Sam comes to the table with 450,000.
Raise 22. Call.
15 players left.
Bet 24. Pass.
So we're on 15 players with about 40 minutes, 45 minutes to go tonight. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in all day long. It has been a great day. We're in the money. We are in the money, the last 15. Mine's 5-10 with a 1. Good man. T-Boy's here.
Last two of the day. Ding ding.
Yanis is in the building.
Yanis? Ah, Yanis. He was playing yesterday, wasn't he?
Oh, we just lost one. We're moving another player. We will lose one on table 2.
Is that Sam?
Well, we had 15 left to move Sam to the table, and now we're moving Conrad, who's still in. So we're now balancing the tables to 14 because on the outer table, David Green went out. All in and a call. Oh, it wasn't Conrad that moved. It was Richard.
So Conrad, who was down to 2 big blinds,
2 bigs.
has now got a chance to get back over the 100k mark.
Yep. Michael Rolt is the man that moved to balance the tables to 14 as David Green went out. And now Conrad Zalewski is all in with Kings against Ace Queen. That'll do.
Yeah, good flop for the Kings.
The Kings are looking good.
No runners for the Ace Queen, so just an ace.
Yeah. I think Conrad's going to get right back in this, you know. Yeah.
There we go. Conrad was down to 2 big blinds, and now he's back up to 10 bigs.
Conrad Zalewski is now on 10 bigs. So we have 2 tables of 7.
So there's 14 left.
14.
So if we lose 4 in half hour, we'll be
I'm
on the
gonna
final
poke you in
table.
the eye.
You're going to poke me in the eye.
With a very sharp stick.
It's a good thing I brought my goggles.
We're on 14. We have 30 minutes to go until they announce the number of hands.
Sitting available for a 1-2 golden cash-in and a 1-2 for 5-6 stars yellow cash-in.
Raise to 100,000.
Conrad, effective all in, raise to 100k.
So 30 minutes to go until they deal the last number of hands. So, do you all get them from the same book? Elton John doesn't like lettuce. Apparently he's more of a rocket man. They must read the same book.
You know, my girlfriend left me because I had an obsession with Elton John. But I'm still standing.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, twin look, that's why the
Starting me
man.
off.
That's why the man is sat aside of me for his great analysis. That's why he was brought in.
Yeah, thanks Neil, I appreciate that. I'll send the invoice in the post.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what you got me for, not to tell jokes. I need to start realising that.
So Conrad, he's nearly right back in it.
Raise to 20.
Alex, got the aces in the small blind. Cut off open from Conrad. This is not recommended with the King 7 off 12 big blinds. He's just got this stack and he's just pretty much burnt off about 18% of it. Could have just folded that and preserved his chips, but would have had his reasons to open. Can we keep the jokes in the chat box clean, please, Ash?
Raise to 100.
Conrad, effective all in. He's basically all in here, Conrad. So Jonathan, in the small blind, he has ace 6 of clubs, 8 big blinds. Can see he's actually ahead, but considering he's in the small blind and he's got a whole nother orbit to wait for a better spot, I'd just let this one go. The thing is, it's rare we ever have a hand dominating. If we do have a hand dominating with a6, it's going to end in a chop most of the time, and a lot of the time we are dominated in that spot. Now Gerald with ace10, and he elects to fold. Gerald would have looked Conrad up with the ace10, but because Jonathan's called, well, that means that he gets out of the way.
So here we go. The old King Jack. Oh, let's have some of that, he says. I don't think the A6 is all in, is it?
Yeah, the A6 is all in.
The A6 is all in?
Yeah, the A6 is all in.
So Conrad can be right back. I tell you what, is he not going to be people's favourites tomorrow?
There we go, 2 big blinds all the way up to 20 big blinds now. He was down to 20k, Conrad, when the blinds were 5k, 10k, and now he's up to 200k.
So that's Jonathan Wong biting the dust. Hey, Neil Wolf is back home. Good to see you too, sir. I'm definitely coming down for a weekend to have a game of golf, so I'll let you know.
Yeah, really nice to see you, Neil.
Good to see you, Neil.
I mean, I probably, if I go all in, it looks weak. I've never played a game before.
Ace is there.
I had a feeling.
Look like.
It did look like. I had ace jack.
All with ace 4 diamonds there.
I had ace jack. It's easy flat as I've done with this hand.
This comes check. This comes check.
I'm runner's good.
Did you try Red Kings?
So good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, Neil. I'm definitely bringing the clubs down to Exeter. You're going to take me around the golf courses. I'll have a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday up there, down there with you, definitely. I have to let you know when. And we will see you in Coventry for the Goliath.
I'll come and be your caddy for the day.
Will you?
Yeah.
Good man.
Come walk around a golf course.
Good man. Well, I've got my caddy. Awesome. Great golf course, though. It'll be better in the sunshine.
Check. Check.
He played the side event, Kings versus Aces. That's no good. The Goliath. I think you'll only have one bullet in the Goliath and get yourself through.
Bet. 35.
So, that brings us down to 13 then, does it?
Yeah, I believe so. So
Now
13
we've
left.
left Jonathan 1. 2 lots of 7s and then we lose Jonathan.
Who was it that said the unders when your quote was 14?
No. It was, didn't Brad pick 13?
Oh, Brad said
You went the unders on
on the
13.
under, okay.
The line was 13.
Ah, it could be.
Mine's still better.
It's either going to be spot on, unless we lose another player.
D Clubs, hashtag Rainbringer. And that's me. That is me. Wherever I go, it rains.
Is it because you lied when you were 17 by any chance?
Why?
You never heard that song?
When I lied when I was
Yeah.
17.
Why does it always rain on me?
Why does it always rain on me? Whoever sang that?
Yeah, I don't know who sang it. I'm
Brad
sure.
Simpson, 13. Shall I Shazam it? Because I can sing that well. But I'll sound like the record.
Yeah, yeah, we Shazam it.
Yeah.
If we had, can't remember his name. Is it Yamo? Yamo in the chat?
Yeah,
I'm sure
he'll
he'd
be
able to
working
tell us.
tonight. He'll be working tonight, DJ Yamo. If he's not, why not?
Is he a DJ?
Aye.
Ah, okay, that makes sense why he's got such a broad music
Yes.
knowledge.
DJ Yamo is called.
Tickets from there? Yeah, just on the machine. I was just penciling on the machine. How much? Thought I got a drive there now.
Who sang it? Why does it always rain on me? Is it because of life when I was 17? Nah. I don't remember.
Anyone in the chat? Help us out.
I don't think you'd have heard that version.
Yeah, you wouldn't have heard that version, but I'm sure you'll know the song.
Is it the Stereophonics? No.
Stereophonics. I don't think it was Stereophonics.
No, it wasn't.
So folded to Sam in the small blind. He's got ace-3 of clubs. Just moves all in. Effective stack of Conrad is 20 bigs.
Yes, Dave Lee it was.
Travis.
Yeah. How long left? 20 minutes plus. 20 minutes or so. The last number of hands get shouted at round about 1 AM. So we reckon 30 minutes max. Evening, Tim. Travis sang the song.
Can you name me one other Travis song, please, at a tower?
Nope. I couldn't name you that one, so I'm not going to be able to name you another one, am I?
I'm in the same boat on that one.
Absolutely not. They'll have had a few hits. But
And walkies for Richard. Gets a walk.
40? I know it's 40. We can compress this. Should have cummerbund. Tomorrow will be a white.
That's the top 6. We're down to 13.
So Richard in the small with the King Queen.
Top.
Just calls. And Alex checks his option. Flop of 9-7 deuce. Pocket 5 still out in front.
Okay, 11. Call.
Bit of 11k from Richard and a call from Alex. 9 on the turn.
Yeah, 100k guaranteed price pool took £122,500. 35,000 up top, and a pint and a round of drinks.
Okay, 18.
Just short of 23 grand for second, and next out we'll be taking home £1,750.
And a bet and a fold on the turn.
And we start tomorrow at 12 in the club. Always start at midday on the final day, so the live stream is from 12:30 tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be late. Oh no! Oh no! I forgot about the flip. I could have won a seat to the Goliath and everything. I could have a token in me, ticking me into my pouch. Oh my word! Why did nobody remember the £1 flip free rolls? The flip rolls. Oh man! I'm not loading up now. It's not just. I could have won a seat and everything.
Knowing you, Tower, you've won the seat.
Raise. 22.
It's already in there, waiting for you.
If I finish runner up, there'll be murder.
So Sam opens here in the hijack and Conrad with the Kings.
The guy's going to win it.
Who, Conrad?
Absolutely,
What,
from two big
bigs?
blinds.
From 2 bigs.
The guy's winning it.
And Conrad moves all in, and for 18 bigs, Sam's going to get out of the way with ace 10. Doesn't do too well against Conrad's range. Never shoving ace 9 here. May have some sort of some bluffs in there, some like suited wheel combos, but there only have a small frequency of those. So after some deliberation, I'm sure we'll see Sam get out of the way of this. Even some of his bluffs like King Queen, we're not doing too well against equity wise. We're only going to have 60%, and then there's lots of hands that have us dominated. And Conrad does have one. And Sam rightly gets out of the way. Now Conrad up to 227k.
Paul.
Now we haven't seen much of this in the latter levels of today. Comrade coming in for a limp in the hijack with the sixes. And that's going to give Gav the opportunity to check his option with the 5-4.
Check. Bet. 10.
Check, bet, fold.
I didn't win.
You didn't win. Yeah.
Not having that.
It's always tomorrow.
If I didn't see it, I want my money back. I did not win.
Go on your hand history.
Took my money off me. I did not win. Oh. Not happy about that. I can't find the result. I could have lost heads. How do you find the result? No. Oh, complete. Here we go.
There you are. Up, up, up.
There we go.
Oh, if you come second, Tara, I'm going to laugh.
That's not nice, that is it? Oh, I don't think I made it through. Oh, it's not looking good. Last page. Oh, I'm not even in it.
Do it in alphabetical order. There was another flip above it.
Was
actually, yeah, on the menu.
Uh-oh. Oh, 10th! I finished 10th. I got to the final table nearly. Oh, that means I've won. At least I won one of the rounds.
Yeah.
Finished 10th.
Well played, Tower.
Oh, that's my skill level.
So Alex raised to 20k. If I'm Sam in this spot, it's a good little spot to free bet. I know it's not going to work on this occasion, but making it like 70k around that sort of ballpark figure.
70.
There we go. Free bet to 70k. And he's going to get the bad news in a second. But I like the free bet. It's just especially against Alex, who's opening, who's perceived to be an aggressive player and going to be opening a wide range from the hijack. We've got a hand that blocks a lot of value that can continue in 4-bet jam. And I like the size he's chose as well, but in this case,
Raise all in.
There's
he's
the
gonna
all
move
in.
all in, and Sam's going to get out of the way very quickly.
Nice one. Melanie, good evening. Melanie says, did I spin up after winning the free roll in Edinburgh? No, because I've actually not even used it. It's still in my tank. So no is the answer. Must do it before the Goliath. Must do it. How did you do, Melanie? How did you do? I came 10th in the last pound. I'm having another go tomorrow. I'm in
another
it.
go.
I'm in it tomorrow. Tell you lads, I'm in it tomorrow.
Got to be in it to win it, Tower.
Yeah, 20 minutes to go until the end of the day. Blinds are 5-10 with the running onto you. One, there's 13 players left. Somebody in our chat box said 13, didn't they, Brad? Yanis is wandering around meaningfully with a pack of cards in his hand.
That can only mean one thing.
It can.
He's about to play someone at rummy. So I'm sure shortly the clock will be paused and we'll be finding out how many hands we're going to play to end the day.
Well, I had 6 the first day and got it right.
I'll have what Brad's having. Brad seems to be guessing everything right.
I had 5 yesterday, so I can only go with 4 today.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Okay, I'll have 5 and 6.
Okay. You're 5 and 6?
Yeah, I'll have both.
Oh, you're 1 to 2.
Why,
you're
why
1
not?
to 2 then, are you?
Why not? Let's see what Brad would have said. He'll probably be spot on. He was with the 13 unless we lose one in the last 10-15 minutes of the day. Ash.
That's one thing it won't be. One thing it won't be is 3. Eric says 4. I've gone for 4, Eric. Jay's got 5 and 6. He's trying to claw back some.
Brad's gone with 2. Come on, who's going to be the...
Yeah, pause the clock with 5 minutes to go and do 1, 2 or 3.
Who's going to be the clown at 7? There you go, Brad's gone 4. You must win tower. Brad's been on it today.
So one thing I hear about this, it started 10.
General tight fold there, especially with all the chips he's got. Ace 4.
The hat's in.
Yeah, Gav's moved all in with the 9-8 suited for 11 bigs in the hijack. Perfectly fine to rip this in here. Remember what I mentioned earlier about even when you do get called, you've still got equity to get there, and incorporating that in with the fold equity and the blinds. And when it does get through, perfectly fine to shove the 9-8 suited there.
4.
Was it 4?
I
I don't even know why I bothered with these. I must be the unluckiest person on this planet.
Flo's in the building. How you doing?
Oh, my eye's swollen.
Oh, who slumped you?
It was at dust. I got to go to hospital after.
Oh. Just wash it.
I did.
Freeze all in.
I know. It's
What
fine.
time do you finish?
4.
4. 8 till 4. What a shift. Bliss.
So,
who's taking pictures?
Gav.
Was it not only valid for the G Coupe? Oh yes, it was. You're right. I didn't get anything. I forgot it was for that. Yes, it was for the G Coupe. I played the first event and I didn't do very well at all.
So we've gone all in here from Gav with the Jack 10, 13 bigs. This is a bit more on the looser side. It's not suited, and we're under the guns. We're in earlier position. 13 bigs this time as well. It's not 10 bigs. Richard makes the call, and Gav and Nick going to need to find a Jack or a 10. Otherwise, we're going to lose him in 13th place.
So flop time. The hat's at risk. Is it the Jack?
So
The hat.
no, he's in
Is it
front.
the Jack.
So an ace or a queen to avoid now, and he'll get a much needed double up as the day draws to a close.
Don't do it on the river.
Don't do it on the river.
It's a
No.
brick on the river.
Straight, nearly.
Nearly straight, 4 card straight.
Right, sit down the hat.
So Gav back up to 280k now, 28 bigs, as we move into the third last hand of the day.
Well done, one and all. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gents.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Been another
We're
good
just
day.
about to close the screens, and we're back tomorrow from 12.
Had some really good featured tables as well today.
Yes.
Lots of good action at the tables.
Reasonable ass game.
So the live stream tomorrow from 12:30 PM. And one more day in Reading, one more chance to see Flo for the year.
Yeah, man, for sure. Well, bye.
See you later.
See you at the bar.
Oh, yeah.
See you for a coffee.
Coffee or tea? Oh my god, you got to try my cocktail. Oh my god, it's so beautiful, so refreshing. Yanis tried it.
Did he?
Making one later.
Okay.
Non-alcoholic.
Okay.
Alright, peace out.
Peace out.
Yep, the live stream is from 12:30 tomorrow.
So folded to Alex on the button with the ace-5 off. Opens, Gerald gets out the way, and Gav in the big blind defends the Queen 10. Flop of King 8-3. This pot's going to go to Alex most of the time with a continuation bet on this board.
20.
And there it is. So, 2 hands to go. Penultimate hand of the day.
Last hand of the night.
Louis just said last hand.
Oh, Louis just
we
said
must
last
have,
hand.
We must have missed a shout for last
It's
four.
probably because we were talking
gassing.
to Flo, yeah.
We were guessing, talking to Flo, see how many hands it was, 4, 5 or 6. Ladies and gentlemen, last hand of the evening, says Louis the dealer.
Thanks everyone.
We don't argue with Louis the dealer.
Yep, I wouldn't argue with Louis either.
No. So we'll see you from 12:30. 12 in the club if you're in the last 13 as it stands. Well done on getting 13.
Hold on, he's not right yet.
That's what I'm just saying.
We've got a hand.
That's true. We have one more end. Interviews to finish the end, or the quick roundup, as in we don't really want to have an interview because we don't want to get in trouble with the GDBRP police.
So Gerald, last hand he'll be playing, coming in for an open on the button with the ace-8 of hearts.
So the bags are there. There's Yanis ready and waiting.
And Sam just going to fold, shows the 10-3,
and that is it. As you can see, here's what they said at the end. So, oh, what a great day's entertainment. Sat here, and I tell you what, me and Jay has loved every minute of this of today. It's been such a great day. We've had quads twice. We've had some great cards. It has been super. Well done to one and all for cashing. Fee Vote was the bubble boy on table number 2, and then it went really quick. Well done to Barry Cobb, cashing twice in succession. Second last year, unfortunately, he was 22nd this year. And Tim Wright as well was, he finished in 8th last year and he finished in 21st this year. But what a great day, entertained us all. It has been, it has been a great day. There are some good chip counts, and you just got to watch out for Conrad, haven't you? You just got to watch out for the guy because he keeps doubling up, and anything can happen in this great game that we love. All the chip counts are being bagged up. We've got Louis sat at the side of us. Who's the big chip counts on there, Louis? Gerald is our chip leader on our feature table. Full chip counts from the final 13 players are going to be up on the website. Please join us tomorrow from 12 o'clock. In the club. Don't forget we do start that 1 hour earlier, midday tomorrow, 12 o'clock, 12:30 on the live stream. You've been brilliant yet again in the chat box. We're playing 13 to a winner to crown a champion in Reading. See you tomorrow around the tables.